What's up guys, Steve here with Fish On. Please shoot me a thumbs up, share and subscribe, and let's see where we're fishing today. Thanks for tuning in.
Good morning. Today I am wet wading yet another freestone stream in northern Colorado. There's already some mayflies coming off, and we're going to be surface fishing with the fly rod. Got the Orvis 8.5 foot 5 weight. Ought to be a perfect tool for this river, and we're going entirely surface fishing is the plan. Probably going to throw terrestrials at them this time of year. We're still looking at mayflies, tricos, pale morning duns, and mayflies are going to be the little bugs that are coming off on the water right now, almost for sure. So your PMDs, tricos, just different colors of like size 20, size 22, but grasshoppers, ants, and beetles. And this spot right here looks like a heck of a good place to start. All right, so just to show you guys my plan of attack. Again, it's late August still, almost September, but full-on terrestrial season. And you've heard of doing like a double nymph rig below a strike indicator. Well, today we're doing double dry. We're gonna do a grasshopper above a PMD. It's got a little pink on it, and that's more for me, not the fish. But I mean, the fish actually see that because that's not on top. But basically, kind of have that top fly be your larger fly, a terrestrial, and then the bottom fly be a smaller fly. So again, gives them two presentations. Try to figure out what they're keying on. And this is called double dry. So we're going two dry flies on the surface. See what happens. So a really fun and effective way to fish a stream like this. The double dry with the larger fly on top, and trailing with something smaller. Gives them two different presentations, two different looks. I can see what they're keying on. But again, it's mayflies. It's mayflies and terrestrials. And my goal is to catch them all on the surface today, whether they're rising or not. And I'm trying to get to that far bank right there by that tree and the rock. Kind of got to watch two flies, but obviously that's not that hard. Just like a double nymph rig, put the second fly, the smaller fly, the bottom fly, put that about 18 to 24 inches below the top fly, and that's exactly how you do this, just like you would do with a nymph rig and indicator. Little tip for you guys if you're newer to this game: wrap the leader right here above the reel around, and then connect your fly to an eyelet. So just an easy way to manage your line and keep your line out and ready to go as you walk to a new spot. Fish on. That's a good one. Thanks, brother. That, my friends, is a surprisingly big fish for this size stream. That was a hell of a fight that you guys saw. And we got multi-species. Brown followed by a rainbow. What a fish. That's a good one for this size stream. I just caught my line. Oh, come on, buddy. There we go. There we go. Hit the water. Really going through his gills. There he goes. He swam off. Let's freaking go. So here's the fly that landed both of those fish. Like I say, just a little bit of pink on it. Well, realized I didn't even say anything on the first fish, that little brown trout, and then that really nice rainbow. For a stream like this, the majority of it's about 6 inches deep. That's a decent rainbow. That was freaking awesome. Unfortunately, I lost my net. I got so excited, and I've caught 1,000 fish like him, or 10,000, but I got so excited I dropped my net and it floated downriver. So any fish we land here on out will be by hand. But these small, light colored mayfly got it done, and we knew that mayflies would be the bug out here. And I really haven't seen much of a dark colored hatch, maybe a few, but it's been mainly the light colored mayfly, and tiny, size 20, size 22. They've completely ignored terrestrials, and they've completely ignored darker mayflies today. Light mayfly has been the key on this day. So far, to be on a freestone river I've never been on, exploratory trip, to miss a couple and land a couple that you've seen in the first 90 minutes is a pretty good day, I think. We're going to keep at it, hopefully get a couple more, but there will be no landing by net unless I go downriver and start hunting for it, but it took off. It always cracks my neighbor up, but we are working a multi-species day. Small brown trout and then a nice size rainbow. And I'm at the elevation where absolutely could expect cutthroats and brook trout. And therein lies your Colorado Grand Slam. Traditional Grand Slam anyways. Rainbow brown, cutthroat brook trout. Obviously you have cut bows and you have tiger trout, but yeah, the Grand Slam to me would be those four. And be fun to get another species still. What a fun day. Like a lot of freestone streams, you know, this is, 200 yards of super shallow, no fish, and then a good run like this, and then maybe a pool, beaver dam. We're gonna fish this run with a hopper dropper. So first time today we've had something below the surface, and I actually have just like a gigantic beetle on, not even a hopper, but a beetle. We're gonna do a nymph below that and see if that gets it done. Fish on. Oh, that was sweet, because we changed our tactic. We went hopper dropper. I'll show you guys when we land this one what I did. And we got to land it by hand, but it's a small one, so that's going to be pretty easy. But you can already see hopper dropper paid the bills for a brown trout. And now if he comes off, it's actually okay, but if you can see that, I have this just gigantic indicator fly essentially that they could hit. My hand's wet here. So they could hit this fly, but really that's just my indicator. It's just a massive beetle, and he took that little beadhead prince sniff. How cool is that? Landed our third one without the benefit of a net, because it's just a little tiny brown. Got our hands wet, and see you, buddy. He's getting his wits about him, and he's just fine. So again, my play on the hopper dropper. I mean, you got that orange. That's for me, not the fish. The fish just see that black belly and those legs. So that could look like a meal. That's a big meal, but it still could look like a meal. Could get a large brown out of here to come up. And then below that, since this thing is floating so well and not sinking at all, I actually went with the beadhead Prince nymph that we've fished 1,000 times, and that's what landed that fish. So my play on the hopper dropper for today, really like a massive water bug beetle dropper. So again, you absolutely could have something slam this huge water bug beetle on top, but with that orange top to it that the fish don't see, it's really just my strike indicator now, because the hatch is over, there's no bugs coming off, there's no fish rising, and just a good old attractor nymph below that. And might as well use something they can hit on the surface instead of a strike indicator. You know, might as well have something on top that they can actually hit if they want, and also if they're feeling really frisky for a large meal. Like I say, could bring a good sized brown out of here or something to match that rainbow I landed. But that's what we're going with now, and it's definitely fun. Well guys, I'm wrapping this day up. I have torn down the 4-piece Orvis Clearwater 8.5 foot 5 weight, and that was a good day. Exploratory trip, did a lot of walking, missed a few, landed the 3 that you saw, the really nice rainbow, one of the larger fish that I've landed on a small stream like this. Yeah, I got to give Nick credit over there, the new owner of Mountain Fly Shop. Just one of those times you walk in, and they've been open 18 days. They're having a grand opening September 7th. And golly, he just had such awesome customer service and professionalism. And I didn't go in there and expecting to buy anything, but he gave me a few flies that he recommended for this freestone stream. And the little tiny light colored mayfly with the pink is what paid the bills. That caught 2 of the fish. And then when I went to the hopper dropper with that kind of that beetle pattern and then a nymph below that, the nymph caught 1 fish and then missed a few others on the dries. But yeah, I got to give Nick credit for that little tiny mayfly. And you know, that's what you're gonna have this time of year, is a little tiny mayflies. And tricos might be the darker ones, and your little pale morning duns, and whatever it is that he gave me that worked today for a brown, that really nice rainbow. And then the other brown was caught below the surface, like I say. But yeah, this is an absolute blast, a place I have never been. And thought terrestrials might work, but they didn't. These trout were just keyed on small, and you know, we say foam is home. They were all in the foam. Every fish was in the foam, whether it was above the surface or below the surface. They were in the foam. So this was a really fun day. Hope you guys enjoyed this one.